Hi, I'm Todd Wente, and this is the Daily 180. 180 seconds of motivation and inspiration intended to help you take action and improve your life. I apologize for my voice this morning. I'm a little under the weather, but other than that, we're in good shape. Today we are on episode 43 of the Daily 180, and we're going to take a little bit of an interesting tack. For the rest of this week, we're going to be talking about some ideas about how to recover from setbacks. And the first one that we're going to talk about today is reframing. When I think of framing, or framing, especially when I'm talking about framing a photograph, this is where this idea becomes really valuable for me as I'm thinking about overcoming a setback. Framing a photograph is the process, if you've taken a picture, of picking what it is you're going to take a picture of. You pick your subject, whether it's a friend or maybe it's going to be a particular vista, a beautiful view, and you decide how much of everything you want to get inside that photograph. You do the best you can with the camera that you've got. If you've got a really good camera, you can pick depth of field, you can scale things, you can select your focus, you can even adjust things for exposure. Today with digital cameras, we can do all kinds of interesting things. But no matter what we're going to do, we have to frame the picture. We decide what the limits are going to be. I remember attending a session with a gentleman who was a photographer for National Geographic, and he said sometimes by simply reframing the picture, we can take a good picture and turn it into a great picture. That same idea can apply for us when we're looking at things that happen in our lives. Events occur, and oftentimes as those events occur, we ascribe some kind of a meaning to them. We look at what happened, what the context was, what everything else was going on around us at the time, how we feel about that event, and we frame it in a particular way. When we find a setback, that can be sometimes very painful. But by reframing what we're looking at, we can take that setback and perhaps find a different way to describe it. Maybe instead of looking at the setback from a standpoint of what didn't go right, we can reframe it to say, what can I learn differently for the future? Maybe we can reframe it from a standpoint that says, this is a lesson that I can learn moving forward. Or maybe we need to wait for some time to be able to reframe it and say, I was a different person then, and I changed so that the future was better for me. Whatever it is that we're looking at, whatever way we decide that we want to reframe an event, finding a way to intellectually describe it differently to ourselves rather than as a failure or as a setback, but as a launching point for future accomplishments can make all the difference. This has been the Daily 180. My name is Todd Wente. Go forth and conquer. We'll see you next time.